Here's your news rush for August 3, 2026. 6 stories. Let's go. President Trump has now put his own name to the decision. He says he approved canceling a planned attack on Iran over the weekend, tying it to the chance of reaching an agreement quickly, while adding that U.S. forces remain on full alert. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says Iran is now more prepared to negotiate over its nuclear program and the Strait of Hormuz. Here is what changed. Yesterday this was reports of a cancellation. Today it is the president confirming it and naming the reason, which turns a rumor into a stated policy, and gives Tehran something public to hold him to. An American city is being emptied out. Around 60,000 people have evacuated near Spokane, Washington, where officials say at least 600 homes, businesses and other structures have been destroyed by fast-moving wildfires. Governor Bob Ferguson declared a state of emergency on Saturday. The number that matters most is not the acreage though, it is that roughly 12 square miles have burned and the fires are 0% contained. That means nothing is holding them yet. Forecasters expect cooler temperatures and lighter winds today, which is the first thing to go right since this started. Belarus is putting a new assault brigade within 40 kilometers of Ukraine. The commander of Belarus's Special Operations Forces, Alexander Ilyukovich, announced on Belarusian military television that the country is forming its 37th Separate Airborne Assault Brigade near Gomel. Officials say the 1st Battalion is already formed, with conscripts called up, and full redeployment is planned for 2027. That timeline is the tell. This is not a unit being rushed to a front, it is a permanent basing decision, and it would make this Belarus's 4th Airborne Brigade and the one closest to Ukraine. One of the most famous climbers alive has been found dead on a mountain in Pakistan. The Alpine Club of Pakistan says rescuers located the body of Nirmal Purja at around 5,700 meters on Broad Peak, 3 days after an avalanche hit his expedition. Purja was 43. Known as Nims Dai, he was a former Gurkha and Special Forces soldier who became a global name in 2019 by climbing all 14 of the world's 8,000-meter peaks in 189 days. That means he compressed into 6 months something that had taken the climbers before him years, the feat a Netflix documentary later made famous. He was one of 10 mountaineers lost. Brazil's Workers' Party has made it official. The PT formally nominated President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva as its candidate for the 2026 presidential election at a national convention in São Paulo. The nomination itself was expected, but here is what makes it notable anyway. Lula has already been a metalworker, a union leader, a prisoner, and a 2-time president who came back to win a 3rd term. Running again puts one of the most durable political careers in the democratic world in front of voters one more time. While Spokane burns, so does North Africa. Officials say Morocco has placed 9 provinces at its highest wildfire alert level as blazes intensified over the past week, with satellite data showing more than 4,100 hectares burned since the start of the year. But that satellite figure is worth pausing on. Fire is one of the few disasters measured from orbit in near real time. That means these numbers are not estimates from the ground, and it is why fire seasons can now be compared across countries and years with a precision that did not exist a decade ago. That's your news rush for today. Subscribe so you never miss a day.